Welcome to podcast Ed and Eric.
The God's honest truth.
The God's honest truth. This is our man-to-man series. So for the next couple of weeks, we'll have we're going to talk some man stuff. If we can do that with Brother Milagro and Brother Chris, it was so good when he was here last time that we brought him back. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing good. Glad to be here, man. Excited. Milagro and I just finished taping for the television program. What I thought was real interesting.
Heat.
He said, Pastor Ty used to say, if it's not good heat, then it's not good. So, well, today, man to man, let's jump into it. First of all, what's been happening in your world?
Just taking one day at a time. That's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? Put God first, and as the world keep on going. You know, it's hard. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's it. You know, trying to keep my attendance good with my pastor. I know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
When Chris was here last time, did he talk about how he got to Omaha, where he came from, and all that good stuff?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I gave him the whole
deal. And you always had a desire to do something like this.
Yeah, this is where I'm like, sure, I've seen a lot of influence coming through the Hope Center when the volunteers. A lot of people that's from there, they might not have saw how much I was giving down there, but I seen every opportunity that y'all was trying to give them. So I tried to take everything and learn and use it for my own advantage. But it was good for me. I learned a lot of stuff from the Hope Center. My first job, opportunity to meet a real pastor.
When you were going to the Hope Center, interesting part, y'all never knew each other.
I wasn't going when he came.
I came out in 2004. I think
about this
I
every
was
single
done
time.
at 02.
So
you can't not tell me I was not after 02.
When
and my whole squad didn't go.
When he was playing football, you was there.
No, he wasn't.
I wasn't. I wasn't.
Dude, you keep
I
giving
came. I
me
came in 2024.
I
mean, I'm in 2004.
gone. I was
So
gone.
I didn't come. Maybe I didn't even come in 04. I came in like maybe 05.
Definitely gone.
For y'all to be young men, y'all need to get y'all facts
That's
straight.
you. You getting old, bro.
You are old.
You
You're an old
keep
man.
mixing it up.
So y'all didn't.
No, I didn't know this man. I wasn't at
I
the
never
Hope
seen
Center.
him. I never seen
You
him.
know what?
Was you there when Josh was there?
Josh, who Radis?
Yeah, Radish.
When Josh was a baby,
See,
he wasn't on the big kid side when I was there.
Big kid. Radish was on the big kid side when I.
See?
But you can understand a lot of Radish was with the bigger people, but a lot of the people that was on 26 was the one on the.
So by the time he went, Donnie didn't go there. I went with Donnie. Robert Tech didn't go there.
Tech didn't go there.
Jimmy didn't go there. Man,
Jimmy did go there.
he was working there.
Yeah, he was working there.
Oh yeah, see, I went when they was actually.
So what we're doing, we're running a debate about when they both started coming to the Hope Center.
Ain't no debate.
I
man.
think my take is right.
No.
We'll fact check it. We'll fact check it and prove it to be later on.
Puka, Radish, none of them was on the big kid side when I left.
They were still on the little kid side. I was on the big kid side because I came in at 16.
Okay.
So I was 16 when I came in. Everybody else was younger, but the big kid was like Jimmy. You got Jimmy and all them, and then Josh and all them.
These are names.
Jimmy was graduated from high school
He
in
was
04.
working though. He was working at the time.
Yeah.
Y'all really making me go back and look at.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, these are
yeah.
these are names and people that we love. Being a part of the Hope Center for Kids.
Salute
This is
y'all.
where I had the privilege of meeting these two young men over the years. They say different times. I believe they were there at the same time. They just didn't pass each
He's
other.
60,
He's
everybody.
60.
Y'all gotta
Yeah,
forgive
yeah,
his
60
memory.
years old.
Yeah.
But go ahead and drop that man-to-man talk.
Before we get to the man-to-man talk, the Hope Center. What did y'all real quickly enjoy most about being in a place? And we talked about that before. The young guys aren't kicking
I got a whole
doors
different
down.
group. I got a whole different perspective than him.
All right, what did you enjoy?
Me coming from California, we really had no after school. We had after school programs, but we didn't have a center like that. In the project, they might have a community in the area, so you just go in there, pull a table, get something to eat or something. But it's after school programs. Churches giving out free lunches for summer. We in the street now. Omaha, when I first came down here, didn't know nothing about it. I didn't even understand the why, the Girls and Boys Club, and then I found out I'm around the corner from the Hope Center. The neighborhood was telling me, hey, we go play basketball down. We go play basketball. So when I finally got introduced to the Hope Center, I came in, and it was like the old staff that was there. I'm gonna drop some names: Miles, Tracy, Deb. It's a lot of people. Ty, Terry. A lot of people that I came into the Hope, and seeing like it's possibility for kids to stay out of the streets.
So you hung out. Your friends in your neighborhood was already going to the Hope Center,
Yeah.
and they invited you to come.
Yeah, so and then my one of the people that I knew out here told me about it too. So when I first came in, like it was nothing.
Okay.
It was crazy because when I first came in, it was just like, okay, this got this big old building and everything, and then I seen how much I was offering. So I was like, man, this is pretty dope. And then the opportunity that I got, you was my first boss, so I got to give it to you. You showed me a lot of stuff that I ain't never saw. I had an opportunity to go back to California, but I chose to stay because it was more opportunities out here. Plus, it was slower. So it was at 2000 and like 2004. It was real crazy in California. So when it came to come out here and to see the same, but not that much, it was really relaxing.
I want to deal with that later on about that fast versus slow, California versus Omaha, that kind of thing. So hanging out with your friends, telling you about a place that you went, a community center / God-centered place.
I didn't know about the God Center place until the end, to the beginning. I was still kind of curious about what it is because I come from a city of, pastors, they can say one thing and they do the other, what I'm saying? So I really didn't really get into the pastor out there. I grew up in the church, but it's like, everybody got their own way of how to believe. But I think I did more believing when I came out here.
Okay.
And I didn't understand it a lot more until I came out here. So.
Okay, your road. What was your road?
No, just my whole view on Hope Center. Like, honestly, you can't tell me one conversation we had as a kid. I didn't talk to no authority. I didn't have a relationship with you. Pastor Todd, I never had a conversation with Pastor Todd in his life. No.
Even when you came, well, you had to on the big kid side.
No, I didn't. I didn't talk.
This is where the
and I played quarterback for you
like
every day.
Yeah. So how do we?
Tell me a conversation we had. I didn't talk. I only talked to my peers. And when I think about it, bro, I learned nothing at the Hope Center. I just knew it was good people.
There goes the giving for this year.
No, that's the God's. But I be thinking about it being around y'all. It's like I hear so much his perspective and so much he got from it. But no, I just came to hoop and I knew we was gonna eat. And half the time I ain't even eat. But really, it was so much when I went there. It was so much. We had so much gang politics going on. But y'all didn't. The staff didn't know. But to be real with you, we all politics so good that it kept a lot of us alive. Because we had the project, we had every hood. And y'all didn't know Dave was gang member. Like, look, think about it. The first one that died in Guillotine, Veron. And that even brought us closer. Because it was never like, he from such and such. It was, man, we all lost a brother.
I remember that. So you didn't talk to the staff. You interacted with the staff, got a job. Why did you keep coming back?
To play sports.
To play sports?
That's why I said my last year playing was 02. I was gone after that. I only came for sports. And man, to be real with you, I wasn't even like him. I only came when it was the season.
Only.
I didn't come. Yeah.
So you used us, pretty much what you're saying.
Oh, wow.
Nah. You know what?
He used us for the food, for the food and the
A
game.
lot of times I ain't even eat.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but really that's what it was.
But you and I had a relationship back then.
Because you took me home. You drove the van. You took all of us home.
And you didn't give me no gas money either.
Nah, I doubt we all owe you a couple dollars.
But when you was on the team, you were our leader.
I was always good with my peers.
I remember you getting on people and the football experience, even though we weren't as good as our other teams.
No, he's 60. Everybody, his memory.
What did you enjoy about that?
My peers.
Just being around your peers.
Yeah.
You don't want to introduce. I mean, you've introduced me to a lot. I mean, Dason Brown.
Yeah.
A lot of them guys.
Langston down there.
Yeah.
Man, gang good guys.
So those are friends of yours that or family and friends that you had outside of you.
Man, all of us, Forrest, Rashad.
Oh yeah, okay.
Man, Lil Warren. All of us all grew up together since we can remember.
So if all them guys was in a room and you had to ask them, hey, what did the Hope Center do for y'all or mean to y'all? What do you think they would say?
It was man, it was like the Chuck E. Cheese commercial. It was our place where a kid could be a kid.
Mm.
And another,
That's good. That's good. I had a guy, when you mentioned Josh, he said that. He said when he came to the Hope Center, he said once he walked through the doors, he felt safe, and he felt like he could be a kid again.
And then I feel like one thing about it is like this: nobody would never know that feeling if they didn't have that for their childhood. And what it is you don't realize you brought a lot of that from your child, what you didn't have in your childhood, into the Hope. Because the game system, the jumping for joys, the presents, the little gifts that you did thought of, and you thought what kids would like, you would like it yourself. So we all had something in common. So when I look at that, it's like if anybody else was in your position, they would be blindsided on what the kids want. You knew what the kids want. So to a point
Thank
that
you.
when it comes to you not having, you make sure other people will have. So yeah, my perspective is going to be different from person who's local in Omaha, because this is the city they grew up in. So they seen everything that they could see. I didn't see nothing but what was in front of me, the Hope Center and the people that's inside there. So a lot of people is not going to accept everything because they still thinking about what's going to happen next. Me, I look at it like, what's the next opportunity? And y'all never failed because y'all kept on coming to a point. Everything changed for a reason. That's part of the season. But I look at it like this. I learned so much, and I grow so much from it to a point it's like this. You couldn't ask for nothing better than that, And like I feel like, it's different. But I didn't understand how it all came out to it until they broke it down.
Did the Hope Center, and I didn't plan on going this long on Hope Center, but did the Hope Center impact you guys in such a way that you still carry that today?
I'm like, for me, I'm like, I wish I had more to do so I can show what's needed now, so the new generation can feel like how we was feeling at the time, or I say how I was feeling at the time. We can give the kids what I saw when I was like, we had media class. We had I did my first documentary on the Hope Center, but we got to go find that tape. To a point, if we ever found it, you would see, I was really trying to start something. To a point, it's like I had a dream, and y'all gave me the opportunity to do it. But it's like the people that's from there, they might have not looked at, they might not seen the dream because they so used of the streets. And another thing about it, as I learned from the people that I was around, the Hope Center was a safe haven. To a point is like that. Yeah. So to a point is like that. That's safe ground. Nothing really got violated at the Hope. Maybe little scuffles up, but it's not like nobody's dying on that on that street like that. Even when it's close to it, God is always there looking over that. You know what I'm saying? So to a point it's like y'all pray for it. And y'all have had up and down when it comes to staff, but y'all seem like y'all in a better place now. You know what I'm saying?
We are entering into what I call our man-to-man.
Go ahead.
And this may go on for months. So, okay, Milagro Spencer, Chris Morris, 2026. What does the Hope Center today look like if y'all were in charge?
I feel like me set them up for, like, the trade today is, you got to be with the wave, and the wave is the kids are chasing money. So what it is show them how to make it in a professional way, and show them how to be a business owner. Give them opportunity to let them hear themselves, and share opportunities to make sure be a team effort and team player. I want to see a business inside of a business. You know what I'm saying?
Businesses, so Chris said businesses within the Hope Center, and you said providing finances and that kind of thing. In our last podcast, Milagro had an interesting take on money, how kids it's different now, but explain your part. If 2026, you were in charge, what would Hope Center look like if you were in charge?
What it would look like? Exactly what it do now. Like, man, even listening to him, what you got to understand, I come from the start of it. So what you say, jumping for joy?
Jumping for joy.
He never seen it.
So this is the thing. All I hear is evolution. None of that existed in the Hope Center I come from. We just had the old gym. It wasn't no Hope Skate. It wasn't. It wasn't none of that. The pool was shut down. That was from boys to. So it was all building process. So all I see is evolution. What I see now from the library to, let me tell you something. These people have the perfect staff. It's not one person I would get rid of, and it's not one person that I could replace. So what I see, well, if I ran the Hope Center, it'll look like what it looked like because everybody's there for a reason.
Wow, that's interesting. Jumper George, when Chris alluded to Jumper George, it was what we did, we took a roll of money and we would go, like it was our way of helping the kids have a
going to
little
dinner.
money in their pocket.
For Friday.
So it was an incentive for good things that they've done. So what we would do, we would draw like the Jumper George roll. Once you laid it out, you could, it was a starting point where you start like almost like a long
It's a
jump.
long jump.
Yeah, you would start here, and however far you could jump, that's how much money you got. Yeah,
So
and
you start with ones, twos, and threes, and 1, 2s, and then 5s and 6s, and 5s, 10s, and then 20s, and then you get up there. You get up there.
I think the longest anybody ever jumped
was like
was almost $70, $80 something dollars. But we would do this every week.
every week.
Yeah.
We'll work towards that week, and then it's not even that. That's not even the peak of it. The store too. So the store was
we had
another
a store.
opportunity. And like I said, you messing with a guy that got the kids staying in mind. So whatever you see in that store, he likes it too. To a point, it's like this. Toys R Us had to ban him from it. That's why they closed down. Toys R Us closed down
Because we bought everything
bought
out
everything.
there. Yeah.
Toys R Us, like you
I
cannot
guess
come
you
in.
in there. I guess you
Yeah,
in
that
there.
wasn't
Oh,
there.
So like he said,
Even the thrift shop and all that, we didn't have none of that.
I thought,
Yeah.
No,
It's-
see,
so
I got a whole nother experience.
Yeah, very, and it's so crazy that he didn't get the opportunity to do it because that gave a lot of kids to keep on going in a day. And then you gotta understand we had all the games too, the game
latest
system.
games, yeah, we would.
Did you have the game systems?
They had it the last year. They on the
Yeah,
big
so-
kid side, it was like
We-
2 of them. But
Yeah.
see that y'all don't know how many we had 2 game systems. Y'all know how many fights was in the bathroom over there. You.
Oh no, we everybody was getting along because we had big side, we had little kid side and big kid side, and then I think you had like 4, 5 TVs. Each set.
We tried to set it up where the kids came there. They can be free to be
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
All the latest whatever we tried to provide it.
Mm-hmm.
So so kids would want to come to the Hope Center. They can be able to have fun and relax. Everything from sports teams to good food.
Yeah.
Like some the kids cafe we ate every day. But yeah, that was what we and the Bible studies. Non-negotiable on the Bible studies. You didn't do the Bible studies?
We didn't have Bible study.
Then when you created a man for the man in the swimming pool, all the young men come in and then we
I
talked.
didn't mess around in the swimming pool.
No.
I did.
We had a meeting. Remember we had the man.
Boys to men.
Boys to men.
Boys to men. It was,
So, yeah,
I wasn't
so-
men yet.
yeah,
It was boys to men.
Yeah, we were still men though.
He had that's what we're gonna get to today. Some of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So yeah.
So Milagro, I think Milagro has mentioned it. 2026 Hope Center Boys Club. How come people aren't kicking the doors down?
Technology.
Yeah, technology.
Explain that when you said that earlier.
You got to think about it. Just the difference in between generations. It used to be a punishment. For a punishment, your parent would make you stay in the house.
Yeah.
Now it's a punishment. Tell them to go outside.
Say that again, man. Say that again.
They don't want to go outside.
They don't want to go outside. They
No.
much rather stay in the
Our
house.
punishment was stay in your room.
Or take.
Their punishment is telling them to go outside.
Wow. We woke up in the morning during the summertime
And we out.
and hit the door and
Man,
stayed
6
outside all day.
As soon as the sun come up, we out until
Yeah.
till the sun come down. And then and since the summer, the sun don't come down until 9.
When is the last time y'all drove down the block and seen kids playing basketball outside?
Not a lot of them. Not a lot of them.
At the parks, so you don't see a whole lot.
Dry.
If you
Yeah.
if you do, you see them all in a bunch with black hoodies and black masks.
Oh, they smoking.
and
They
doing
they drink. If you
Vaping.
see them in the park,
they vaping.
oh, it's time to go.
So wow, that's heavy. So okay?
What's their turn?
Why? Okay, what do you do? Do you get those kids that are in the park vaping, smoking, doing whatever it is they're doing? How do you connect with them? How do you interact with them?
For me, it's first thing you want to do is ask them like, what do you want to do and how you want to do it. To a point is like this: if we have the opportunity to do it, let's show them the way. If we don't, we figure out the way. To a point is like this: if somebody want to play basketball, we got a league out there for that. If somebody want to do music, let's try and show them how to do music. no difference how your brother did us when he had the program. You know, so it's like we gotta bring the.
Was you there when the studio was there?
When he was first building it, because I remember Turtle, but you call him Andrew. I remember him rapping up in there,
You
freestyling.
talking about Andrew McMillan?
Yeah.
Y'all called him Turtle.
That's his
That's
name.
funny. I didn't know that.
Shout out Rally. Free him.
Free him.
Crazy.
Sure.
Who's that?
Turtle.
Never mind.
No.
Okay. How do you get him from the park into the
But
building?
it's funny, he say, ask them what they want to do, right? I could call 4 juveniles on probation. You know what they want to do? And trust me, they live in great neighborhoods. Gretna, Papillion. Bro, they want to be gang members.
They want to be. You got to explain
This
that.
dude literally told me a story about how he went to the, because he Sarpy County juvenile lockup is a joke. But see, when they act too bad, they send them to DCYC.
Mhm.
They get beat up in there all the time. And the guy was telling me how he wanted to get put on South Family or any hood, whoever wanted to accept him. And I was telling him, "Oh, you'll be the flunky." I said, well, "Anybody will take you, because when you got to put in all the work, and we're throwing the gun in your lap.
That's crazy.
And even if we snitch on you, bro, we ain't gonna get kicked out. You ain't grow up with us."
So
That'll be
explain
fun.
explain that to our viewers. If I come from a nice neighborhood, none of that violence around in my area, why would I desire to want to be in that?
People want what they don't have. The rich kid want to be in the hood. The pastor daughter want to be with the gangster.
Want to be with the gangsters? Okay,
Everybody want what they don't have.
that's crazy.
And then I feel
That's
like
crazy.
one thing, another thing too, is a lot of influence of other kids. You don't lose your kids at home. If you did do homeschooling with your kids gonna have a better understanding where life is. Now, when you lose your kids is when they go to school and they get influenced by other kids because maybe their parents is not in their life. So you know you gotta be strong with your kids. But to a point, it's like this. When it comes to that, it's like you gotta really. You really got to find what you're gonna do with them, because at the same time, if they want that lifestyle, you can show them the ends. Like I don't understand the gang system, and it's, especially out here, if they was pressed like we was pressed, they wouldn't want to be in the game. If they seen how we seen them, like you ain't gonna see you ain't seeing you seeing what you seeing, but see some real gang members, some real gangland members. Like to a point, it's like they no matter if you born in a neighborhood, you just gangland. So one thing about it is neighborhood up here, but it's like Crip and blood where I'm from. So it's like whatever you say come out your mouth is blood. Whatever you say out your mouth is Crip, and they use everything. They don't use it. And when it comes to the alphabet, they use it. Everything that starts with a B is a C.
Barrio,
You know what I'm saying?
Bookie. See, that's how I know you didn't go to the Hope Center when I went. That used to be gangland.
So look at
That
Yeah, I
used
wanna-
to be gangland.
So to a point it's like this, the culture comes from Cali, but at the same time, the movement, like I said, is really active to a point. It's like this. If you can't wear no red, you can't wear no blue, but now it's mutual. Now everybody not really tripping on it now, but it's like now it's a little bit mutual. But back in the day, it was like forbidden wear anybody color or anything, because you can wear a color in the neighborhood and you might not even from there. But
So-
it's like
so-
it's dangerous.
Hey, tell them
okay.
about,
Go ahead. Then I'm
may he
gonna
rest
I'm gonna
in
use-
peace. People like Carlos. You don't know, Omaha used to be really
I
vicious.
heard about the
Yeah.
OG.
Like it, all the color,
No.
you would get killed over some J's.
Sure would.
So that California corrupted the whole world. And Omaha, look us up. You know this is small.
No, I seen it. I
We
heard
was
it.
#1 and #2 per capita for murders. And look, we ain't that big. So his body
Right.
dropping.
And that was
Omaha kid
during.
wicked.
You asked me, Milagro and I was talking earlier about getting weary and doing this. And I was telling him about that time. It was during that time. I can't remember what year it was, but we hated for the weekends to come
Yeah, I remember that.
because there was always murders and shooting, that kind of thing. But you said something about the Hope Center. You said that gang members started, or
Oh, it was a breeding ground.
tell us about that.
Deuce for Mafia was created right there. That all the members are Hope Center members. You know, at one point in time,
No
the
names.
police hated the Hope
They
Center
did. They did
because of
but it-
they knew it was a
not the
breeding
Hope Center, But
Just the
kids,
crowd.
the crowd of the kids that was coming to.
Just the crowd.
I remember being asked about. No, I remember police chief at the time. He said to me, he can't look at the kids the way I look at them because he see what's happening out there in the street, and that kind of thing. But when you was there, you didn't come to gangbang at the Hope Center. You came to have fun, eat, play ball, relax.
Like I said, you could never. A parent could never judge their kids because you will never see. Just like I was listening to Chris, he said, "Well, if you homeschool them and all that, that was cool 2 generations ago. You fighting against technology.
Right, you said
These kids get to be who they want. Like I said, the kid that wanted gangbang, I literally drove him around his community. He stay in Sarpy County, bruh. Beautiful. It's not one ghetto. You know what he told me? I never even looked at that like that because he's too busy watching NBA YoungBoy.
That's crazy.
He think that's his reality.
That's crazy.
Those, if you control images, you control the mind.
Yeah.
So
Say that
they
again.
watch
Say-
this.
Say that again.
The-
If you control
He who control image, control mind. They watch YouTube so much, they think they live in the trenches. Boy, look around. We could drive around Papillion, Bellevue right now. Brother, I live over there. I don't even lock my door. My wife get mad at me. I said, baby, we out the hood now. It's all good now. We out the hood now.
Man, our time. Look, we're gonna pick this up next week. It was just starting to get good. Until next week, remember, we walk by faith, not by sight. God bless you.
Yeah.